Welcome grade 3. This is our 10th class. We are in the third term and we are now in the unit 2, fraction. By the end of our lesson, students will be able to identify the fraction, the numerator, the denominator, and the fraction bar. Students also will be able to identify the number of shaded parts and the number of equal parts in a shape. What are fractions? Fractions are a way to represent a number. Okay, Miss Sarah, but we know the numbers. We know 1, 2, 3, we know 300, we know 426, we know 4766. So this is the numbers. We know the numbers. Yes, but what happened if you are taking small parts out of this one? So the fraction is made to represent small parts taken out of one whole. It may be a one whole chocolate or a one whole pizza, but those parts should be equal parts. You can write a fraction for anything that is divided into equal parts. Can you see this one whole pizza? Okay, if you divide it into 3 equal parts, you can write a fraction now. So, for example, this part of the pizza is 1 out of the 3 equal parts. Look to this one whole donut. If I want to share it with 3 friends, it means I need to cut it into 4 equal parts because we are 4 persons. So, in this case, if the 4 parts are equal, I can write a fraction. So I can take 1 out of 4 and my friend will take 1 out of 4. The second friend will take 1 out of 4 and the last friend will take 1 out of 4. And it is called quarter. The one part out of this 4 equal parts, it's called quarter. Now let's come to this picture. It is only one picture. If we cut it equally into 2 equal parts, each part is 1 out of 2 equal parts, and this part is also 1 out of 2 parts. If they are together, they will make the one whole picture. Look to the corn. It is 1 corn, but we can cut it into equal 3 parts. In this case, I will take 1/3. My friend will take 1 out of 3. The last third, I will give it to my friend. Now, take a look to this biscuit. I have only one biscuit and I need to share it with my 3 little sisters. So in this case, I need to be fair and cut it into 4 equal parts and give 1/4 to my sister and another quarter or 1/4 to the other sister and 1 out of 4 to my third sister and 1/4 or quarter I will keep it for myself. So now you understand that we can make fractions only if we can cut our whole pizza into equal parts, our whole donut into equal parts, our corn, 1 corn into equal parts, 1 biscuit into equal parts. So in this case, when you are talking about parts out of equal parts, we are talking about fraction. And take care, if you have shapes or things that is cut it into parts but not equal parts. Look to this pizza. It is cut into many parts, but are they equal parts? No. So you cannot write a fraction for anything divided into unequal parts. So, if you want to write a fraction, you should have equal parts. In this case, you can write fraction. But if the parts are not equal, as you can see in these 4 shapes, no, I cannot write a fraction. Fraction for equal parts only. Now, how to write a fraction? The fraction is made of a number up, a number down, and between them there is a dash. The number down, it's called numerator. Sorry, the number down is called denominator, and it represents the whole. It means the total number of equal parts. And the number up, it's called numerator, and it represents some parts. And between them, there is a fraction bar. So if you want to write a fraction, you should write it as 3 parts. The denominator down represents all the equal parts you have. And the number up, it is numerator, and it represents some parts. Okay, the number of some parts. And between them, we are putting the fraction bar. For example, this fraction is called 1 out of total 4 equal parts. 1 out of 4, or 1/4, or quarter. Let's see more. If you have one whole circle, it is 1. Or they are 2 circles? No, it is only one whole circle. So it is 1 out of 1. One part, it is the same as the whole. Now look here. I have a square and I divide it in 2 equal parts, and I will color only one part out of 2. 1 out of 2. It is called 1/2. And the other white part is 1 out of the 2 equal parts. It's another half. So the 2 halves together make the whole 1. Okay, now let's go here. Can you see my square? I cut it into 3 equal parts. The first part, it is 1 part out of the total 3. So it is 1/3, or 1 out of 3. Each part is 1 out of the 3. 1 out of the 3. So it is called 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. The 3/3 are making 3 out of 3. It means 1 whole square. Let's go to this circle. It has been cut into 4 equal parts. And the 4 equal parts, it means 1 out of 4, 1 out of 4, 1 out of 4, 1 out of 4. Here I colored 1 out of the whole 4 parts in yellow. And this yellow part, it's called 1/4, or 1/4, or 1 out of 4. Let's go next. Here my square, I cut it into 3 equal parts. But now I'm coloring 2 parts out of the whole 3 parts. So it is 2 out of 3, or 2/3. Let's go more. My rectangle, I cut it into 5 equal parts, and I colored 2 parts out of 5. So 2 is the numerator, and 5 is the denominator that represents all the parts. But did you color all the parts? 5 out of the 5 parts? No, I just colored 2 out of the 5. It is 2/5. Let's come here. I cut my shape into 8 equal parts. Did you count, Miss Sarah, the equal parts? No, I just looked to the fraction. If you look to the denominator, it shows you the total number of the equal parts. The total number of the equal parts here are 8. But did you color all the 8 parts and finish the whole shape? No, I just colored 5 out of the 8. And here, I just colored 1 out of 10. It's called 1/10. Here, the shape is divided into how many equal parts? Just look to the denominator in your fraction. It's 12. So you have 12 equal parts. So it is 1/12 has been colored in purple. So thank you for watching. But don't forget to solve this question by yourself. Then check your answer against my answer.